The Business Research Project, BRP, is the primary focus of this course. The reason that the term project is used instead of assignment is that the BRP will have many assignments attached to it during the process of completing this project. Students will select the topic of their BRP. Two possible variations. The first variation is to select a topic related to solving a challenge at the student's current organization. The term challenge is used instead of problem because a challenge can be either a positive or a negative. The challenge must be a tangible issue that will be solved by creating a comprehensive solution plan and/or process that can be implemented. Topics for this variation can range from creating a solution to customer service, human resource, inventory control, training issues, or other management issues. The completed BRP will address this challenge, although implementation of the BRP is not required before the end of the course. It just needs to be in a format that it's ready to be implemented. If a student is currently unemployed, a not-for-profit organization may be selected. The second variation is to create a comprehensive business plan to launch a new business venture. This variation requires specific identification of the type of business venture, its location, such as within a general geographical area, and real external factors, population, local laws and regulations, economic realities, etc. In other words, this cannot be a fantasy business venture located in Fantasyland. For this course, only one variation of the BRP is required per student, not both. That's a key point. Let's take a look at the overview of the BRP sequence. First, the student needs to select a topic. Depending upon the challenge topic selected, it will be attached to either variation 1 or variation 2. If the challenge is dealing with an issue in an existing organization, it's variation 1. If the challenge is dealing with launching a new business venture, then it's variation 2. After the topic and related variation has been selected, the next step is to conduct research. The key point of research is to learn what has been written, talked about, related to the selected topic. For those who've selected variation 1, all of the research has to take place outside of the existing organization. The reason? The student is to learn what others are thinking about that topic. Depending on, let's say you're dealing with a customer service issue. What do other organizations, or what's written generally about customer service? In this case, at this point of the process, research is beyond the existing organization. For variation 2, research will also include reading of articles, books, possibly gathering data from published data sources, also looking at SCORE or SBA for ideas for the business plan. Once the research has been completed, the next step is to actually create the solution plan. In this case, you have a complete comprehensive solution/plan to solve the challenge at the existing organization for variation 1, or to be prepared to launch a new business venture, variation 2. Here's an important point regarding the solution plan. It must be comprehensive and very clear. You need to be comprehensive enough that someone who never met the student could pick it up, read it, understand it, and implement it without ever talking to the student. After the solution plan has been completed, the next step is to create a professional presentation, providing just a brief overview of the solution related to the challenge. The student may choose either a PowerPoint to do this or a YouTube presentation. Throughout the course, we'll be referring to a book by Lawler and Worley called Built to Change. You're required to read the book and use it in the solutions. The BRP for this course is based upon the concept that organizations need to be prepared for change. Not change on an occasional basis, but change on a regular basis. change is to become the heart of the organization. Lawler and Worley state that the central thesis of the Built to Change concept is to challenge the stability equals effectiveness assumption and propose a model of organization in which change is expected and normal. Stability is not. Change is normal. Both variations of the BRP will focus on the Built to Change concept. While students selecting the Variation 1 BRP may have little control over the direction of their existing organization, still the solution must contain Built to Change components. In other words, we realize that students sometimes have very little control over decisions made at the existing organization, but still the solution needs to contain Built to Change concepts from Lawler and Worley's book. For those selecting Variation 2 BRP, the business plan must incorporate Built to Change components.